What's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me in today's video. I'm going to be going over the 3 different ways and methods how you can sell on Amazon. You may not be familiar with just FBA, but you may not also know that there's also the wholesale model and the FBM, or fulfillment by merchant model, kind of like online retail arbitrage. And so in today's video, I'm going to break down the 3 different ways you can sell on Amazon and the different benefits and downfalls, negatives to both, each different way. Also, I want to show you how to use the Amazon Seller Central app. I find that really useful for looking up products and potential OA or RA, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage products to see, can I list the product and what price is it selling for on Amazon. I can remember going back 2 years ago when I first got all in and jumped into selling on Amazon. I started with online arbitrage, which I'll discuss here in today's video, but basically is going and finding products at a discount in retail stores or buying from discount websites, getting them to your house, labeling them, creating a shipping plan, and sending them into Amazon. So if this is your very first time selling on Amazon, it's a great way to get started on how the whole Amazon business model works, FBA, FBM, how to sell on Amazon. But in today's video, I'm going to break down FBA, FBM, wholesale model, and online retail arbitrage, and the Amazon Seller app, and also some other surprises for you. So stay tuned. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller and mentor, and on my channel I share 1 to 2 new videos every single week, course level information that others would probably be charging for, that I share for free, because I want to share this information with you guys so you can go out there and start making money today. Some of my product sales have actually never been higher, and I'm up over 80% more sales this time on some of my products, 83% more sales from now, this month and last month, versus this time last year. So I think you're going to get a lot of value out of today's video. Let's jump into my computer here in just a minute. But before I do, if you could go down there and smash that like button for me and subscribe if you're not already. A lot of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and I love seeing new subscribers come in. I can see each and every one of you who take a moment to just go down and hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified by clicking that bell every time I drop a new video. So without any other delays, let's jump into my computer and go over the different ways you can sell on Amazon and the benefits to each one, coming up. Guys, welcome inside my computer. We're going to be going over the different ways to sell on Amazon. So you may be out there wondering, maybe you don't have a few $1,000s to get started with Amazon FBA private label, which is what I discuss and talk about mostly on my channel, because it is truly the most passive and the most scalable, and the most income earning potential does come from FBA. But there are online arbitrage sellers, retail arbitrage sellers, wholesale sellers, which we'll talk about here in a minute, making just as much as FBA sellers. But I would say overall, the majority of people that sell on Amazon choose to go with FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, because it is the most passive, the most scalable, and the most hands-off once you do put in the upfront product research and analysis and reaching out to suppliers, the upfront work, okay? So FBA, of course, fulfillment by Amazon. Before I get started into the video today, I just want to thank all of you who watch my videos and support my channel. It's a fast-growing channel, and I couldn't do it without each and every one of you. So I appreciate all of you who are subscribed and who hit the thumbs up for me. And also, hopefully, make sure you are subscribed. If you're not, I appreciate it if you go down and hit the subscribe button. I love seeing each and every one of those new subscribers who come in, and I appreciate each one of you. So FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. This is essentially where we find a product that's already selling on Amazon, doing product research and analysis. We find a product that's already selling on Amazon. We ship it to the Amazon warehouse, let Amazon store our inventory, and make a listing. And every time an order comes in, Amazon is going to go get your product off the shelf, package the product, ship the product, handle any gift messaging, gift wrapping, any returns, any refunds. Amazon's going to handle all of that for you for the FBA fee, the pick and pack fee, and the referral fee, 15% of what you sell it to the customer at. Why it's most scalable is, so once you ship your product, so we're going to be going with FBA, we find the product, we're going to ship it from our supplier directly to Amazon. So Amazon, once they have our product, is going to handle all the packaging, shipping, and returns for us. That is going to be our majority of our inventory, or all of our inventory with FBAs coming from the supplier directly on a boat or an airplane directly to the Amazon warehouse fulfillment center. And every time one of our products sells, Amazon's going to go package and ship it to the customer for us. That's FBA, the FBA private label model. We're coming up with some brand name, any brand name you want, as long as it's not already taken. We're having our supplier print that brand name on our product, and we ship it into Amazon. Let Amazon handle the rest. That's FBA, okay? Then there's the wholesale model. The wholesale model is a little bit complex because this is the one I have the least experience in, which is wholesale. But what I can tell you about wholesale is the wholesale model is essentially buying thousands and thousands of units at a time in bulk and reselling those products off to other FBA sellers, private label sellers, distributors, or other companies that will sell that product, maybe put their own brand on it, or just sell it off to other buyers. So I do have a student who does the wholesale model, and she does very, very well, but she's wanting to get into FBA private label because it is the most passive and it doesn't require so much upfront labor and work getting going with finding buyers and buying in huge quantities. FBA, really, you control your inventory. It's your inventory just at Amazon, and truly is the most scalable and most profitable. That's FBA and FBM. So wholesale model, you have to buy thousands and thousands of units at a time, and then find other buyers or sellers, or sell it off to distributors who will then go sell it for you or buy it from you. That's the wholesale model. You may be on Alibaba searching for products and you notice trading companies. Essentially, if you're talking to a trading company, it doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't do business with them, but a trading company basically is buying from the manufacturer like a wholesale seller does on Amazon, buying from the manufacturer and then flipping it or reselling it to other buyers. So a trading company on Alibaba may buy 5,000 units from a manufacturer. They may sell 1,000 units to you of the product. They may sell 3,000 units to another buyer, and they may sell 1,000 units to another buyer. That would be the wholesale model, okay? But it requires a lot of upfront capital, and you have to constantly be buying in bulk. That is a potential Amazon selling business model that I may experiment with or may get into down the road. But right now, I have the most experience in FBA, OA, online arbitrage, FBM, and Handmade. Those are my kind of bread and butter. I've done all of those. Next is OA, online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. And what this is basically we find products that are on Amazon already selling. You can use your Amazon Seller Central app. You can download the Amazon Seller Central app to your phone. And when you're out in a store like Goodwill or Walmart or a discount thrift store, and you have a new item or a used book, you can take your Amazon Seller Central app, just like here. I'll insert a video showing you on my phone how to do this right here. So you can basically just get a product, whether you're in a store or you have one that you want to sell. You open up your Amazon Seller Central app. You go to the top right to the little camera button. That'll open up that scanning app where it has those little blue stars. You just scan the front of the product you have in front of you. If you're at a discount retail store or somewhere, you just scan it. It'll bring it up on Amazon, and you'll see all of those listings there. And you'll want to choose one that's the same ounces as yours, the same size as yours, you know, really, really similar to the product you have, because you want to make sure you list the product correctly, that it's the exact same product, you know, same ounces, same size, same everything, so you don't get an unhappy customer who you sold it as 32 ounces, but they only got a 20 ounce. Here you can see which ones have sales rank. You want to look for one that has a sales rank, you know, below 100,000. If the sales rank is over 100,000, I wouldn't list on that listing, because anything with a sales rank over 75,000, over 100,000, like this one right here, 300,000 sales rank, 500,000 sales rank, it doesn't sell very well. So that's my main thing. And of course, Tactical Arbitrage will show you exactly how to do this and show you exactly how to find products where they're located that you can buy them at a discount, and then show you the sales rank, the list price, the sell price, the sourcing price, the FBA fees, all of that. But this is just another option. If you don't want to buy Tactical Arbitrage, the software, you can use the Amazon Seller Central app, which is free. and you just take out your phone, press the little camera button when you open the app, scan any product you have in front of you. It'll bring up all of the listings on Amazon, and then you can see here it shows you what's the sales rank, how many listings are there, how many people are trying to sell the product. So all of those different things. And then if the product is restricted, are you eligible to sell the product? Are there variations? And all of these things, and then what category it's in. So if you notice, some of these are in like health and household, health and personal care. Some are in home and kitchen, some are in baby. And so I would try to list the product in a category that, number one, I'm allowed to list in, that there's no restrictions, but also the sales rank is still low. And then you can see any selling eligibility requirements. You know, do you need approval to sell? And sometimes you just press request approval and they'll give you approval to sell in that category. Other times you have to submit invoices and documents, so it's a little bit harder. Like food and grocery is extremely hard to get approval in. Whereas like topical products like serums, lotions, cosmetics are sometimes easier. Same thing with baby. Not easy, but not unachievable. So I've helped one of my students get approval to list in topical products. We just had to submit invoices, and you had to have the full name of the manufacturer on the packaging and the UPC code, and submit photos and invoices. But here I would recommend looking for a category that doesn't require approval, where you can just go ahead and list the product. You want to do a few cents under what the other sellers are selling it for, and then you just list the product on the listing that's already selling on Amazon. And list the product. You'll get an email from Amazon saying you've successfully listed this product for sale. And then it'll ask you, do you want to merchant fulfill, meaning when you sell it, do you want to ship it to the customer, or do you want to create a shipping plan and ship it into Amazon as FBA and let Amazon fulfill the order and ship it to the customer? And you can see you can take out your seller app and scan the product in front of you, the front label or the barcode, and it'll actually pull that product up on Amazon, and it'll show you how much is that product selling for. And then you can look at what you can buy it for in the store at that discount retailer, or you use a program like Tactical Arbitrage. Tactical Arbitrage is a product research software tool, but instead of for FBA private label, Tactical Arbitrage is what I used in the very beginning 2 years ago when I first got started selling on Amazon, which was with OARO, Retail Arbitrage, Online Arbitrage. I used Tactical Arbitrage to find products that were already on Amazon selling well, and then where could I go out and find those products and buy 6 units here, 5 units here, 12 units of here. For instance, I remember my first product I sold on Amazon was a track phone. So I found, I think it was Jet.com was selling track phones. I bought like 3 or 4 of them for like $9.99 a piece, but they sold on Amazon for $39.99 each. And then you pay the FBA fee, and then you got to keep the difference. And then I also remember I had a couple muslin baby blankets, which is like a soft cotton baby blankets. And I can remember buying 4 or 6 of them here, and got them shipped to my house. You get them shipped to your house. You list them on somebody else's listing, or list the product on that's already selling on Amazon. You list it on there. You put a little bit lower price, a few cents less, so you get the customer to win the buy box. You get the customer to choose your product because it's got a lower price. You label the product with the FNSKU barcode, and you create a shipping plan. You ship it into Amazon and sell on someone else's listing. Usually big brands or big companies is that type of OA business model. Now with online arbitrage and retail arbitrage, it's really all about using a software like Tactical Arbitrage or the Amazon Seller Central app to make sure, number one, you're allowed to sell the product. Number two, that there's enough demand for the product so it just doesn't sit and doesn't sell. And then also there's some other factors that go into it, like BSR, best sellers rank, and to make sure it's not a restricted or a trademark product like Legos, Toy Story, Star Wars. Some of those products you just won't be allowed to sell without approval. And then, of course, you can't sell any like supplements, pills, grocery and food and gourmet. Kind of same thing with private label, just a little bit different. But I can remember selling like 6 baby blankets, 4 track phones, some dog collars. So you can buy minimal quantity instead of buying in 500 units or 1,000 units like private label FBA. With online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, you find places like Jet.com, Goodwill, Walmart.com, Hey Needle. There's some other discount websites that Tactical Arbitrage will show you the websites where you can buy the product for. Let's say you find a baby blanket for $10 but you see through the tactical arbitrage system that blanket you can buy from jet.com for $10 sells on Amazon for, let's say, $50. And they have, let's say they have, maybe they have 6 of these available. So you could buy all 6 for $60, get them shipped to your house, list the product on Amazon on the listing that's already selling, create the shipping plan, let Amazon know you have 6 of these baby blankets you're going to ship to them, print out the FNSKU, do the shipping plan, and then ship them into Amazon, and you sell them for $50 each, and you probably pay like a $10 FBA fee and a shipping fee. So you made $40. No, you spent $10 on the cost of the product. You sold it to the customer on Amazon for $50, but then it cost you $10 in shipping and fees. So you're in for the product for $20, and then it sells for $50. So you made $30 in profit. Now, the only problem with OA, online arbitrage, don't get me wrong, this is a great way to get your feet wet and to learn the process of what it takes to find the product, source the product, list the product for sale, label the product, create a shipping plan, send it into Amazon. Now you know about 60% of what it takes to sell on Amazon, and then you already know that for when you expand or jump right into FBA. So it's a great way to learn in the beginning if you're just getting started selling on Amazon. It's a great way, and it doesn't require too much budget. You can get started for, like I said, $50 here, $100 here, $60 here, $40 here, and really make some profits and get yourself an understanding of how it really works. So that's online arbitrage, retail arbitrage. Now, you can go on to Amazon like here, like I was just telling you about the muslin baby blankets that I sold. It was by this company here, Aiden and Aiden. So I'm not sure if this is an FBA private label seller, but this was the blanket, something similar to this. And I bought like 4 or 5 of these off jet.com or another discount website, got them shipped to my house, listed them on this listing here, and then labeled them and shipped them into Amazon for sale. And you can see here that sometimes there'll be other sellers. So if it shows you like other sellers, that means that there's some retail arbitrage or online arbitrage sellers of this product. So online arbitrage, retail arbitrage also works if you have like used books. I know a lot of people sell their old college books that they don't need anymore. Or if you have an old DVD player or something like that, that is essentially flipping and the online arbitrage method. So I'm just trying to go through here and look for one that, here we go right here. So this product here, Hudson Baby. But if you come down here and you see other sellers on Amazon, 4 open box new and used from 1519. If you click here, these are online or retail arbitrage sellers. They have this product. Some they found on a discount website. Maybe they bought some in bulk. However, they have the product. You can see the prime means they shipped it into Amazon and have it at Amazon. So they're doing online arbitrage or retail arbitrage, but they have it at the Amazon warehouse because it's fulfillment by Amazon. This is Amazon warehouse. So this is actually Amazon, the company, selling it. Same thing, Amazon.com. This is Amazon, the company, selling it. They have open box new, and then they have this one new, maybe as a return that they can still sell as new. But down here you can see Hudson Children's Wear and Kazooms. These are online arbitrage or retail arbitrage sellers selling this product new on this other person's listing. So that's the online arbitrage, retail arbitrage method. And to make any sales, you just have to check a few things to make sure there's enough demand for the product, check the average BSR that you're allowed to sell the product, and then list the product for a competitive price to win the buy box and get people to buy your product. That's online arbitrage or retail arbitrage, okay? So this should actually be an A, retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, excuse me. Next, we have FBM. I've made several videos on my YouTube channel recently discussing FBM. It's become incredibly popular the last few weeks, especially because Amazon has, number one, not been allowing most half sellers to send in any more inventory to their fulfillment center. To fulfill our orders, they have restrictions on essential products only, and that's been going on for a few weeks now. So I made several videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure to check out these videos here. I'll link up above on how to fulfill FBM step by step. But just to give you an overview of what FBM is, fulfillment by merchant, meaning every time an order comes in, you maybe have an FBA listing where you had product at the stock at the Amazon warehouse. You were fulfilling by FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. You ran out of stock, but maybe you had your supplier ship you 250 units to your house. Now you can create an FBM listing or have this FBA listing set to both FBA and FBM. Whichever listing has the most or variation condition has the most inventory available and the shortest shipping time will usually win this buy box here. So if you have an FBA listing, let's say this was your listing, it's fulfilled by Amazon, but you have no more stock. It's not in stock, but you tell Amazon, okay, but I have some at my house. I'm willing to fulfill the orders. You can create a condition and have it set to both FBA and FBM, and whichever condition has the most inventory available and has the shortest transit or shipping time will win this buy box, which just means when the customer clicks buy now, is it going to be an FBA order, an FBM order? Amazon has actually recently been favoring FBM sellers because they're so backlogged at their warehouses. They're giving preference to sellers doing FBM or fulfillment by merchant, meaning every time an order comes in, you are responsible for shipping it to the customer. So you have to have product in your house, you have to have product in your garage, or use a third-party logistics company, a 3PL, to send inventory to one of those fulfillment warehouses from your supplier who will do these orders for you. It can all be done right through Seller Central, where an order, you still have the same listing as your FBA listing, you just add a condition and have it FBA and FBM, or switch it completely over to FBM and just fulfill by merchant. Every time an order comes in, you are responsible for packaging and shipping it to the customer, or having your third-party logistics company or fulfillment warehouse ship it out to the customer. That is FBM, fulfillment by merchant. Very similar. Now, online arbitrage, I don't want to confuse you, but you could also do OA or RA via FBM, meaning instead of shipping your baby blankets or your track phone into Amazon for FBA and paying the FBA fee, you could list your baby blankets on that listing, but set it to FBM. So instead of you list the product, and instead of selling it and sending it into Amazon to sell and ship for you, you would create the listing but have it set to FBM, and you would fulfill the order. So I hope that doesn't confuse you there, but you could do these baby blankets, you could ship them into Amazon to have them package and ship them for you, or you could list them by fulfillment by merchant and ship out the orders as you sell those through those baby blankets, okay? So I hope that wasn't too much information there. And I hope you guys are getting tons of value out of today's video. I'd really appreciate it if you go down and hit that thumbs up button for me, and make sure you're subscribed. It really promotes my videos on YouTube and helps me get my message to more people and do what I love, which is helping people and teaching people. Also, if you're interested in getting some coaching or mentorship, I've got many successful students. One of my students is just about to hit $30,000 in revenue. His second month selling on Amazon. His business is just taking off. And so if you are interested in mentorship or coaching, go ahead and check that out down below. That'll be the first link, the Amazon for All A4A program. Okay, guys, one more section here, the HM, Handmade. Handmade section on Amazon is a special section within Amazon that is kind of to compete against Etsy. So you probably have heard of Etsy. It's kind of a crafty arts and crafts type of website where they have arts and craft items, custom items on Etsy. And basically Amazon Handmade is kind of to compete against that. And you can actually go in here on Amazon's website and go to Handmade, and they like to promote artisans and craftsmanship and people who are making their product by hand in Amazon Handmade. And with Amazon Handmade, you could do a couple of things. It's a special section. It looks like this with this turquoise handmade. I actually have made a video on my channel. My second product, I did handmade, and I sold in handmade because I handmade my second product, which was wooden wall sconces. I handmade my first 100 units, and I fulfilled the orders myself via FBM, and then eventually shipped them into Amazon to do FBA. But I made my second product in the handmade section, and it's kind of cool because they waived my storage fees. I didn't have to pay a bunch of storage fees. They waived those, and Amazon is kind of has preference for this handmade category because they really want to compete against Etsy, which is really a crafty website to buy arts and crafts items, but also home decor items and all different types of stuff. So you can look in Handmade, and with Handmade, again, you could have your Handmade item set to both FBA. Maybe you let's say you make 100 units of a handmade product. You could send 50 into Amazon FBA to be filled by Amazon, and you could send and then you could have 50 units set to FBM and fulfill the orders by FBM. Does that make sense? So it's really up to you, or you could just do one or the other. Let's say you make 100 units, you could send all of them into Amazon to be fulfilled by Amazon and pay the FBA fee, or you could have all 100 units set to only FBM and only pay the 15% referral fee. So I guess that's the big difference here, guys, with FBA and FBM. With FBM, all you pay every time you sell one unit is a 15% referral fee. With FBA, every time you sell one unit, you're going to pay that 15% plus another, let's say 10% roughly for the pick and pack fee. So FBA fees sometimes will be cheaper FBA fees will sometimes be cheaper versus the FBM fee, which would just be 15% every time you sell one unit. Sometimes the FBM fees will be higher than the FBA fees are total. Sometimes FBA fees will be more expensive than the FBM fees. Okay, so it just depends on your product and how big it is. So I hope you guys got tons of value out of today's video. I really enjoyed making it for you, a breakdown of the different ways to sell on Amazon, and hopefully you got tons of value out of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.